The UN Security Council held a close consultation on the situation between India and Pakistan. Islamabad had sought an emergency meeting at the UNSC amid rising tensions in the aftermath of the Pahalgam terror attack, which took place on the 22nd of April. While the meeting ended without a clear outcome or a statement, there is some information coming in on what really happened at that UNSC meet. Now, as per sources, during the closed-door session, Security Council members raised tough questions for Pakistan. The sources said that the members refused to accept the narrative by Pakistan. They asked Pakistan whether Lashkar-e-Toiba was likely to be involved in the attack in Pahalgam. The members even condemned the terrorist attack and the recognition of the need for accountability here. As per sources, some members specifically brought up targeting of tourists on the basis of their religious faith. The sources said that Pakistan's efforts to internationalize the situation also failed. During the meeting, members urged Pakistan to sort out the issues bilaterally with India, a stance India has always held, that this is a bilateral issue between the two countries. Many members also expressed concern that Pakistan's missile tests and nuclear rhetoric were escalatory factors amid rising concerns. All right, for more of this, I'm now being joined by our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibal, who's joining me over the phone line. Siddhant, you called it a spectacular failure yesterday itself, and what sources are suggesting clearly seems this one fell right back into Pakistan's face. Give us more on what really happened behind those closed doors.
Well, yes, Pakistan did not get any face favor as well at the UNSC meeting, which was requested by Pakistan itself, being a non-permanent member of the UNSC, and tough questions to Pakistan, as you've already pointed out, whether it is the attack being done with a religious communal angle that was, of course, reflective of what is the Pakistani mindset as seen by the comments by the Pakistani Army Chief, Asif Munir, last month. And we also know that during that meeting, the focus was also at how Pakistan should resolve its issues bilaterally with India, something that India has also been emphasizing through the Shimla Agreement. Now, we know that this is not the first time. There will be more such instances of Pakistan trying to rake up Kashmir at the UNSC, given that it is a non-permanent member. In fact, it is going to be the president of the UNSC, so it will try to use that platform for its domestic optics. But all in all, we know that when the Pakistani ambassador to UN held a press conference after the meeting, he was not accompanied by any member country along with him, including, of course, the Chinese envoy. That shows that it could not muster support from the member countries over its own propaganda. On a daily basis, there has been propaganda coming from Pakistan. Now, with this failure at the UNSC, Pakistan, of course, is trying to do other such initiatives, but all are likely to fail. India has been reaching out to its friends and partners globally. But all in all, the big focus remains as to how the situation develops at the border, and will there be a military situation that is coming up. We know that India is bracing for mock drills tomorrow. Meanwhile, from Pakistan, there have been a lot of negative comments coming in, including, of course, mobilization.
Siddhant, what exactly do you think Pakistan was expecting to come out from this UNSC meet when majority of the permanent members, you talk about UK, US, Russia, France, they've all offered their support towards India. They have condemned the terrorist attack which took place in Pahalgam. And then you have a Pakistan going and trying to cry foul over there.
Basically, this meeting was more for domestic audience than for international conversations. And of course, if you look at the Pakistani papers, it's a different world altogether. They will try to portray as the internationalization of Kashmir. That is something that they have been trying to do for 70 years. But all in all, they themselves know that it's a failure in ways. There was no statement, there was no comment. No country has come out with a comment. But the focus, of course, is that how there should be a situation that is developing that could lead to military options on the table. But it looks like Pakistan is keen that should happen given the mobilization that has taken place. But on the diplomatic front, it has faced failure in every way possible, barring, of course, getting support from its traditional allies, that is China, Azerbaijan and Turkey. Has been trying to reach out to the Arab countries as well. It doesn't look like that there is any public support coming from Arab countries. But all in all, we know that the focus of Pakistan diplomacy will be to reach out to more and more countries. But it is clear that India is seen as a natural choice for many countries.
Absolutely. That was Siddhant Sibal getting us the latest. Thanks, Siddhant. Just to repeat to our viewers, the UN Security Council, it held a close consultation. This was on the request of Pakistan, and it seems it has fallen right back into Pakistan's face. They were faced with tough questions by the UNSC member nations and, of course, the non-permanent nations there as well. They've asked them what exactly the role was of Lashkar-e-Toiba, whether there was any interaction there, and Pakistan has only been facing heat here as it continues to try to internationalize this issue between India and Pakistan. But India has had its stance absolutely clear right from the beginning that what happens between India and Pakistan has to be dealt with bilaterally, and that is exactly the message that was given right back to Pakistan's face when they went to that close consultation at the UNSC.